Hello, everybody.
Happy Sunday or Palm
Yeah,
Sunday.
happy Palm Sunday to you. If
Yay.
this actually uploads on time, our
Oh yeah,
internet's pretty
true.
slow, but hopefully it will. But yes, happy Palm Sunday to you,
Yay.
and happy Holy Week as we count on to Easter. So we've got a lot of updates for you. One about coming home to the United States, and then also about all the things that we've been up to the past few months, and just the entire time we've been here in general. So, guess where do we start with the
You preached today.
yeah, I got to preach on here on Palm Sunday, which was great. This was the first time I've ever preached a sermon on like a special Sunday. Not that every Sunday isn't special, but like a holiday. So, great time. Really, really enjoyed it. It was nice to be part of the service, and I tried out some new things I've never really had, like crowd involvement, a lot in sermons. So I did that, and yes, good time. Good
Yeah,
time.
that was
Yeah,
great.
it's a great time. So,
The church did like the palm branches, and then
yes.
they did like a fun song outside. Then we
Mhm.
marched or did a parade inside. That was cool.
Oh yeah,
I love
really,
Palm
really
Sunday.
nice. Yeah, yeah, it's Shelby's favorite
Yeah, I
Sunday.
love
So
it.
yeah, so that was good fun. Yes.
We keep turning because Liam's playing. We're trying to
Yeah.
make sure he's staying distracted. We could do
See,
this.
you never know.
Let's see. Liam got his first. I think I talked about the music class that Liam's in a lot. He
Yeah.
got his first certificate.
Oh, he did. He did get his
So it's really
certificate.
exciting. It's
Very
not super
proud
duper
parents.
ministry related. Like I've met a few moms through it,
Yeah.
but honestly, I'm just excited for Liam to have his first certificate.
Yes. He worked hard. Went through all of school term time, so which is really nice. And now here in the United Kingdom, there's about a 2 week break
Yep.
for Easter for a lot of stuff. So like youth ministry that I'm a part of is taking a bit of a break, and that classes as
Yeah.
well. So
Sadly, and then
yeah,
Matt preached in Fenton. Is that
it's,
the town Fenton?
it is. Yep.
In England. So
Yes.
now he's preached in Wales, England, and Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
super
yeah,
cool.
pretty cool. Adding
Yep.
some pins to the map for
And
preaching.
he
So
finished his semester course a few weeks ago.
no, I have
No, your other
four.
one.
Oh
I don't think
yes,
we've announced that
yeah.
yet.
I think we may have. Yeah, I finished my first course before Christmas, and now I've got like 3 or 4 weeks left in my next
Yeah,
one.
so he's
So
almost got two under his belt.
yeah, I'm
Really
taking
cool.
biblical theology, so that's been really fun,
He'll
really fun
listen to the
course.
Bible. Is it just on the Bible app?
Yes, the
He has
Bible.
to read through tons of it or
Yeah,
listen to it, and so every time he has like alone time, I just hear the Bible playing. I'm like, is that an audio
not
book?
that that's anything new really, but yeah, I guess more than
It is
normal.
funny
But
to hear it, the
yeah,
Bible just playing in the background all the time.
yeah. Sometimes the readings are like read chapters 1 through 50, and then like
Yeah,
this entire book. Just
it's funny.
lots of reading, lots of reading. But it's been really good class. Really
Yeah,
good. So
and you can talk about how you've been challenging the youth the past few
yeah,
Sundays. That's been great.
yes. So I've been doing the discipleship element of the youth since we've been here, closer to the village, and that's been really good. I've decided, I don't know, a few months ago, the big part of the stuff I'm teaching them is I want to give them the Christian skills to continue in their faith, continue growing in it. So, this is about reading the Bible, and so the past two youths, I've planned like absolutely nothing. So the first one I had them read the text and everybody bring one question, and then this time I had them bring a statement. It's a little bit harder, but they've done
They've done,
amazing,
yeah. I
really
was only
good.
there 1 week, but from that
Yeah.
I've seen like the growth from like October. Is that when you officially
Yes.
started with
November, I
them?
think it was. Yeah.
November to now, I was like, wow, they're more just comfortable with the
Yeah.
Bible and Scripture and sharing.
It's been
It's
amazing.
been
They've
really cool.
done really well too. Like when I've asked them to bring questions, I just assumed they would just say stuff, but each person's like pulling a note out, or
Yeah,
they've really worked hard on
they're
it.
doing
So
awesome.
they have just done absolutely incredible. It's been very life giving.
Yeah.
Um, and then as well, I've been going, to the Friday youth faithfully since we've gotten here, and I've gotten to that's the community youth, so not really a church, not really a God moment, but just relationship for kids in the village, and I've gotten to really build some good
Mhm.
relationships with a lot of the kids in there too, which has been
Yeah,
really
sweet.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I
really
dropped
nice.
him off one Friday, and he gets out the car, and he's like, Matt, Matt. Matt," they love
Yes.
him. It's
So
really cool to see.
yeah, it's been nice. It's
Again, from like the first Friday to now,
mm,
just the growth. This is really awesome.
yeah, it's been really life giving too. Something about me too is like I don't feel called to like youth ministries. It's not, I feel called to like adult ministries, but I've really loved it. I really enjoyed getting to know all the kids and spending time with them and stuff. So it's been really nice. It's turned into something that is really enjoyable, and yeah, just getting to know all of them's been special. I feel like I've got a bunch of little friends now.
You do.
So
You definitely do.
yeah, cool. So I guess we can talk about the big news,
Yeah,
and
this
then
is
we
kind of
can
the nitty gritty.
yes. So after a lot of careful consideration, the lead pastor has decided just for our well-being, It's best that we come back to the United States, with everything that's gone on with us being here, like the hardship stuff we faced and like the new baby and all of that. So that's been, you know, we understand it. It's been hard,
Mhm.
different than we expected. We expected we would come back potentially to like raise funds, obviously, if we had to do that, but to just come back, for
Mhm.
the foreseeable future was really not something we expected.
Yeah.
Um, so that's been, very sad. We're sad to leave. Feels like our home here, and
Mhm.
feels like we've really just stretched out and got started. Um, but yeah, so we've been really processing that.
Mhm. We
Um,
found out probably mid-December.
yeah,
So since then it's just been,
a lot of processing
yeah, a
and
lot of processing. We see the benefit with both,
yeah,
staying and going, and
yeah,
then like what he said, we finally kind of got started in a good rhythm.
yeah.
So then finding out that was just a little, I don't know the right word,
Just
you
took the
know.
wind out a little bit, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it was just something to think about, just something to process and
Yeah.
not
Kind of
expected.
makes you want to step back, but then
Yeah.
we're here to do something. So then we would try to
Yes.
keep going. But for me, it was hard.
Yeah, definitely.
It was hard for both of us, obviously. But I
Yeah.
think for like me trying to build relationships, it was hard for me because then I was like,
Yeah.
well, what's the point? That's
Mm.
not. I shouldn't have looked at it like that way. But I struggled for a few weeks pretty bad with that.
I think it's part of the processing too. And we came here playing the long game, quote unquote. So, thinking about the relationships that we've built, the people that we've grown to love, that part's hard. It's hard to have to
Yeah.
go, and we understand, and we're not upset or anything like that. We're just, yeah, it's sad. It still is sad, and it's even hard to like say this because we don't want to go. We don't want to leave everybody and the work we're doing here in our home and stuff. But
But we don't feel like it's over.
yeah, we
We
don't.
just think
No,
maybe a break for our family. Then
yeah,
it still feels like home here. It
it
doesn't feel
does.
like
Yeah,
a vacation or anything,
and I feel like
which is crazy.
over the past few weeks, I feel like God is really, yeah, like Shelby said, feels like we'll be back.
Mm.
Feels like we're not done here. Of course, we'll follow God where He leads us, but there's just been a lot of stuff that we just feel like we're not done yet. So whatever that looks like in the future, we, yeah, our heart hasn't changed, at all. So
And it is easy to feel like we have to be back now. We have to do this now,
yeah,
but there's so much time,
yeah,
so much.
yeah,
We're still young,
yeah,
So I think we'll
yeah,
just try our very best to be so obedient and
yeah.
just have our ears open. And
Mm.
we're trying really hard not to make anything happen.
Yes.
Like just to be very fluid, which is
Yes.
hard when you're about to have a second kid. So hard.
I think for me too, the hardest part has been I have just finally just been doing ministry and absolutely loving it.
Hmm.
Preaching sermons, like I've gotten to do house visits. That has been something
Yeah,
that's
you've loved
so
those.
special. Like just pastoral ministry, just sitting with people in their homes, like getting to be a support, praying with them,
Hmm.
encouraging those scripture, just building those relationships is just what I feel called to do. Is that kind of pastoral ministry, church planning, preaching, and so
Yeah.
it's felt deeply special. And to think about having to go back and not
Do a
know,
normal
yeah,
job.
not know where to go. It's like all I want to do is ministry. So that's been the hardest thing for me is like, what now? What do I do? I feel like, we'll be back here and, but when, and like, all I want to do is ministry. So that's been a hard thing. And then obviously too, we didn't expect to come back for good. Like, again, we were well aware that we may have to come back for a few months, do some fundraising, but to come back, for a long period of time, is hard. So we've got to really rebuild our life. We don't have a car,
Yeah.
don't have a home or job, so we've got to really work through that. So that's been a lot of like just thinking and praying and planning and figuring that out. So, but obviously the biggest reason we wanted to, well, two biggest reasons I think we wanted to tell you this is because all of you are part of this journey, and are supporting us in some form or fashion, whether that's by your giving, your prayers, by a mixture of those two, encouragement. So we want you to be a part of this, you know, knowing this information, especially now that we've kind of worked it out and figured it out a little
Hmm.
bit better than we did. Um, the initial shock is worn off, and we've had conversations, and we've really figured out the plan.
Yeah.
Because even though we knew at the end of December, we didn't know where to go from there.
Hmm.
And then the next reason is, we've got some unexpected costs that are going to come with this. One of those is like getting our stuff back. Um, So originally we could have maybe put them in storage or just kept them in our apartment.
Mhm.
Now it's like getting like Liam's things
Yeah.
back, our things back, and so just need a bit of help with that, I think.
Yeah. So we were gonna specifically ask. It's always hard to ask this, always because you guys have already given
Hmm.
so much. But we're
Thankfully,
gonna,
yeah.
we're gonna send stuff home this time instead of having to go through the airport with I think 4 suitcases, 3 totes, backpacks, and strollers because I'll be
And now a pregnant mother.
yeah, because I'll be I think 7.5 or 8 months pregnant, and that's just gonna be really difficult to navigate with that. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna send back not we don't
Good
have
amount of stuff.
too much stuff, but
Yeah.
just to make it a little bit easier. But the cost, of course, is a little
It's all yeah,
extreme, and so we're just gonna ask
just for help with that.
yeah, if possible. And I know we've asked for
Yeah.
like like the rental and everything. But that's just
Yeah.
something that that was the update kind
Yeah.
of that we just needed some help with.
Yes.
Um,
Best way that is that probably.
probably my
Venmo.
Venmo,
Yeah.
if you're comfortable
Yeah.
doing so.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the,
But
the
also just prayer for a
Mm.
smooth transition. Like that stuff will get home.
Yeah.
It will, and God will provide in every single way. Oops.
I think too,
Ready?
prayers for the future. We've got to really figure out. Of course, God is in the midst of it all, but really figure out where to go from here. Obviously, like, gonna be having a baby soon. Got to find a place to live, a job. Car. Just like prayers for direction too, just to know the wisest steps to take going forward. Um, as well, and if you know of anything out
Yeah.
there, so just let us know.
Yeah, we're in the hunt for the biggest thing is a car. That'll be
Absolutely.
We have our friends are graciously already been
Yeah.
like, you
You
can use our
borrow
car
ours, yeah,
like already. We're
while
not
we
even
look
home.
yeah.
But that's our we're not asking for money for the car. We're asking if you hear of a car for sale. That's that's probably our very first purchase because we'll be having doctor's appointments probably immediately once we get
definitely.
home.
So we're thinking of it'll probably be the week of like May 20th around that point. We chose that because with the Liam's birth, he had to get induced. So if that, we don't know if that's going to happen at all this time, but it's very possible. And if it is possible, we want to get back in enough time to settle, figure everything out. Obviously we've got to figure out health insurance too, and so everything. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of a buffer, pretending that she does have to get induced in case she does, so that we have time to really settle in and get our feet under us. Her parents are going to let us stay with them while we do that, which is so kind. I mean, really kind. So yeah, just prayers for all the little bitty details. Prayers to wrap our lives up here well, and just financial help too with moving the stuff and everything like that, I think. But yeah, it's been, I mean, amazing. I mean, really amazing, and it's shattering, heartbreaking to have to leave. And we're not in a heartbreaking like we're upset kind of way, but a heartbreaking way of like we love this place. I mean, we love what we've gotten to do and believe in what we're doing and want to continue doing it. And fall in love with these people, and it's just a special, special, special place. So if you'll just be praying for us with that as well, I think,
Definitely.
Yeah. Anything else for you?
No, just prayer. Just pray for our hearts.
Yes.
And just like you said, the little things. And I know a year from now, the little things we won't even really be thinking too much about.
It's a lot of little things, though. Yeah.
But just I think going home will be a bigger adjustment than we're anticipating. In a way, I think our hearts will long for the people we've met here and just the routines we've built and everything. So I think going home it'll be great to see everybody, but it'll be hard.
Yeah, definitely will be. And it's like too, the first few months, like there were a lot of things that we didn't expect. After all of that worked its way through, it's felt really stable. We've seen God do amazing things and gotten to do amazing things and be a part of amazing things, and feel like we were just getting started. So I think it's just like, there's like, I think we're gonna feel a big homesickness going back home, which sounds weird, but it feels like our people and where we were supposed to be and stuff. And so just prayers for that as well, and just to move well to the next, whatever the next thing is, and even prayers for us to come back here if it's God's will and the way that God wants us to do it. But that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Thank
you guys for your support the past. I guess it's been way before we got here.
Yeah, way before.
Yeah, we can't thank you enough, and
I
think we do, or I do at least. I hope we haven't let anybody down or people who, we intended long term. So I hope people who donated and intended to help long term. Like I just hope we're not letting anybody down. They're
Yeah.
thinking. I don't think that, but
Yeah.
that is something that's crossed my mind many times.
Yeah.
So I just hope. I don't know.
I think it's natural when things go
Yeah.
completely different than expected. You know, we're gonna feel those things. It makes complete sense, but we're gonna continue to walk faithfully with these 2 months that we have left. So my schedule is pretty much exactly the same as it has been, and I don't want to stop doing any of that stuff. The only thing is there was the luncheon club at the church that I was a part of, and I've kind of stepped back there to give myself a few hours a week to just work through this stuff. Buy plane tickets, process, everything. Just work through with the stuff we have to take care of. But yeah, I think we're just gonna keep going, um, work faithfully, and continue to do the things that we're here to do, and go from there.
So, Liam, come here.
Yeah.
Liam, look.
Say we'll see you soon. Liam is walking and saying words and watching Paddington currently, but yes.
My pajama pants. I spilled water all over myself.
Mom life. But we'll keep you up to date as things go. We plan on buying those plane tickets or looking at tickets this week. So as we figure out actual dates, stuff like that, we'll keep you up to date with newsletters, little videos, and all that good stuff. So, but yeah. Oh. All right. We'll see you in the next one.